Nahiku. Good morning to everybody out there. Hello, Mahina. Well, this morning, we would like the viewers out there to take a look at what a learner's desk or table might look like as they prepare for being a serious learner. Let's look. Hi, Nahiku.
Hi, good morning.
Let us know what you have available to you to be a good learner.
We have mirrors to look at our mouths as we say words, and also put your hand against your chin and say your words and look in the mirror and see how many syllables that word has, and different kinds of shapes and things to spell out words with using these as the sounds. And my reference book.
Nahiko, what's in the reference book?
My reference book is all my drafts that are now written in the book, and this organizer has all my drafts, as well as my timekeeper. And we have whiteboards, and I whiteboard pens, and more mirrors, and this phone. You can listen to yourself more clearly and hear what you're saying. I call this my word organizer. And we also have note cards as extra.
Very good. Well, thank you. So, and all of those things are available to her. If you notice in your draft binder that you have what kind of pencils?
Oh, colored pencils and highlighters.
Right, because if you do everything in pen, how are you going to teach your eyes to see the distinctive features that you want to remember? And of course, Nahiko has figured out that she is going to use colored pencils and design them in the way that's perfect for her. Okay, thank you. Okay, Nahiku, I would like you to put your organized colored shapes in front of you. We're going to do a slight repeat for those of you who may have missed our very beginning sessions. If you notice, she is the mixed up group of color blocks she has changed so that she will put them in light colors. And then we're going to do an activity that shows the oddness of sounds in nonsense words. And you want to have at least 4 colors available to you. So I'm going to say some random sounds. Watch Nahiku as she shows us from left to right how those sounds appear to her ear. If the sounds are the same, they will be the same colors. If the sounds are different, they will be different colors. Would you please show me, Nahiku, the sounds sh, sh, 3 sounds. I'll repeat them again. Sh, sh. Your turn to repeat. And now she will show them to you as she says them and moves them. Go ahead. Are they good? And notice she thought, these are different. We're not talking about letters, viewers. We're talking about sounds. And she has succeeded. Could you touch and tell for the viewers?
Sh, sh.
Great. Put them back in their pile. Show me these sounds. T, t, k. I'll repeat it again. T, t, k. Your turn.
T, t, k.
And she will now show you how to do it as she touches and tells. And repeat again.
T, t, ch.
I think that was more in the back of the mouth, the last one.
Ch.
T, t, k. K. It was a scraper. K. Very good. And she has it correct. She knows the distinctive features. Can you put them back? Next, would you please show me n, o, n. I'll repeat it. N, o, n. Your turn.
N, n, n.
Again.
N, l, n.
Correct. Notice lifting of the tongue, n. Lifting of the tongue, o. Lifting of the tongue, n. Both sounds that lift a little. Go ahead.
N, l, n, n.
Correct. These are different sounds, different colors. Thank you. Now let's try another procedure. This time it's more like words. So we're going to put them back in the pile. And Nahiku, would you show me I? Repeat.
I.
And show me I.
I.
That's fine. She has used a hexagon as a I. If that says I, would you please show me ip? Repeat.
Ip.
Thank you.
Ip.
Notice she has touch and tell. Show me what you have.
Ip.
Correct. If that says ip, can you show me pip?
Ip.
And notice how she performed that. Same sounds at the beginning and the end. Keeping in mind, beginning, end are always from left to right. Nahiku, if that says pip, can you show me ip? Now she's going to have to take something away. Can you show me ip? Repeat.
Ip. Ip.
Correct. Now, if I want to show this word ip is really tip, repeat the word.
Tip.
What would you do to make ip turn into tip?
Ip.
Correct. Now, if that says tip, could you change it to tap? Repeat.
Tap.
And show and tell.
Tap.
Yes.
T. App. Tap.
Correct. Thank you. Remembering that this video is designed from keikis to adults. This is a chance for you to understand how the fundamentals of the English language, yes, they change, but they remain in the same fundamental place. So let's do one more that instead of a beginning, a middle, and an end, we may have 4 sounds to track at one time. Nahiku, would you show me VOP?
V,
Nice, she's repeating. VOP.
op, v, a. Up,
Repeat and touch. That's right. She's getting ahead of me. You're getting ahead of me. You heard me say 4 sounds, but I haven't done it yet. So what do you have?
up,
VOP. VOP is not a real word. If that says VOP, show me VOPs.
ops,
Very good. If that says VOPs, show me VOPT. Very good. She changed the last sound from a s to a VOPT. Very good. Not talking about spelling, but rather about sounds. This is a precursor to any kind of spelling or reading and writing. So thanks for that refresher course, Nahiku. Thank you. Right. Hi. And let's review what we know about words. If you notice, I've written a word here. I have a dear friend, her name is Robin, but we're not going to use it with the uppercase. I've decided to make her a little bird. Robin. This is the word robin. Nahiku, can you say the word robin?
robin,
And can you show the viewers how you're going to figure out the vowel sounds?
robin,
And you have
robin,
2. For the viewers again, let's review some of the things that we have learned about not only the sounds, but also the diacritical marks that go above vowels, the straight line or the breve that goes above a vowel. And let's see how she uses her building word chart and Mahina as her designated guide will assist her.
Okay, Nahiku, so our word is robin. I would like for you to build the word robin. What are we going to start with?
robin,
What do we pull out first?
an R,
Well, let's go ahead and pull out the vowel. Let's identify our vowel sounds first and go ahead and pull them out.
robin, an O,
Okay, Maikai. And what other vowel sound? And you can use your mirror if that helps.
in,
Mhm. Yes.
an I,
Maikai, go ahead and grab that. And then let's fill in those gaps with our consonants, starting from the left with the first sound. Maikai.
B,
Okay,
a B,
beautiful.
in,
Mhm.
in, and
Nice. And what is your word?
robin,
Great. And
Meant
how
to
many
say N.
syllables do you hear?
rob, in, so like robbing,
Yes. And that is how many syllables?
2.
Great. Alrighty. So you've built your word. Let's break down the word a little bit more by, I'm going to do a little deeper word study here. So we're going to go ahead and write the word robin using the lowercase on the top line.
I have 2 pens
Okay.
to mark.
What are you going to do with each?
The red pens to mark vowels.
Okay. Let's get started.
R. No, we're going to start that again.
And why are you erasing it?
So it could be closer to the line
Nice. I
and
agree.
be visually seen as an R and not the other letter.
That's great. That's fantastic.
It looks hairy.
It happens sometimes. It's got to shave. Say your word.
Robin. Ra. An R. O. O. B. B. I. N.
And say your word.
Oh no.
What's the matter?
I forgot that.
Well, you could.
We're just gonna do it one more time. Robin. R. Switching to the red pen.
Oh, you're gonna do it that
Oh.
way. That works too.
B. I. N.
Great. And say your word.
Robin.
Excellent. Okay. How many sounds do you hear in the word robin?
Robin.
So how many sounds is that?
Rob.
And we can use our fingers to help us count.
In. 5.
Great. Very nice. And how many of those sounds are vowels?
2.
Okay. And how many syllables do we have in that word?
3.
Let's try again. Let's
Oh, I thought you said consonant. You
No.
said syllables.
Yeah. Good.
Rob and
Ooh, I
2.
love the way you said that. Very nice. Very clear. Very confident. Okay. Is robin something that you can do?
No,
No.
it's an animal.
It's an animal. And do you remember? So is it what kind of word, what part of speech is a robin if it's an animal? We haven't spent too much time on this. So an animal's kind of a thing.
It's a noun.
It is a noun.
Person,
right?
place, or thing.
Yeah. And then what's the other one? Do you remember the fourth one? Person, place, thing, or?
Idea.
Beautiful. Very nicely done, Nahiku. Great.
Robin.
Oh, robin. The little bird.
We have reviewed the rooster-ers, I call them. We've done our doubling the consonant if you have one syllable, one vowel at the end, and one consonant immediately before that consonant at the end. You can say that 1-1 rule any way you want. but it will apply to a word or a syllable that ends in a consonant, has a vowel before it, and is only one syllable. Now we're moving on to that other confusing word. Instead of hop, as we did on our preceding page, we're now going to review a lot of hope. Hope is a good thing. And let's proceed with the word hope. So on your piece of draft paper, fold it in half. We're going to make 2 columns and begin with the very top margin. And let's turn it over to our guide.
Okay, Nahiku, I see that you're dividing your draft copy into 2 columns. And here you have a pen that you can write with. Let's lay it flat on the table so we can write on it. And let's line it up so that the holes are on the left.
One of my old favorites is Puka's on the left. Always. Remember, you're writing, you're reading, left to right is the English way.
Okay, great. Now, on the top line of the left column, please write the word hope.
Repeat.
What's your word?
Hope.
Okay. We might need to give you something, a surface below your paper. Because sometimes I think this fabric doesn't like it.
Mahina, I know that having something underneath where you're writing is a really good idea. I like that. It helps to cushion your pen.
Thank you. Is your pen working? Yep, it is.
Hoping.
Hope, just hope.
Hope. H-O-P-E. Hoping. Hope.
Hope. Nahiko, can you tell me a little something about the E at the end of the word hope?
It's silent.
It is, and it has another job. Do you remember what the other job is?
No.
Okay, so if I
would like to ask you, when this happens, it's time to pull out your word building chart. That is your tool to change. Give it a try.
Let's get your chart.
Or you could just go outside.
Okay. And the word is, what is it?
Hope.
Okay. What sound are you going to start with? Hope.
O. O.
Okay.
H-O.
Yeah, so we pull out, well, great. I like the way you pulled out that vowel first. H-O, and then what's your next sound?
P.
Okay. Well, P is the letter the sound is. Okay. Now, what word do you have right there?
Hop.
Okay. H-O-P is hop. Now, we want to turn that into hope. What do we need to do?
Add an E.
Okay. So, why isn't that hop anymore? What has the E done?
It has changed the format of sounds.
Okay, so it changed what sound to what sound?
From this saying aw
Uh-huh.
to its name.
Which is,
O.
right.
Hope.
Excellent. Very, very well done. So the rule in this case with the final silent E is that it does what?
Cancel out its sound and say its name.
It makes the previous vowel say its name. Okay? Great. Nicely done. Okay, so now we want to go back to our paper. Okay, Nahiku, and what is your word?
Hope.
Hope. Beautiful.
Now, Nahiku and Mahina, can you tell me since that is ending in a silent E, I want to add ing to the ending. And the rule is this. If you have one syllable that ends in a silent E, to add anything that attaches to the end of the word and it begins with a vowel, you must drop that E.
Okay, Nahiku, what is your word?
Hope.
Excellent. Now, we're going to morph that word by adding a suffix. A suffix is a combination of letters that is added to the end of the word to slightly change the meaning or how the word is used. So we have hope. And what kind of letter is this here? What kind of E is
A
this?
silent E.
Excellent. So, how many syllables in the word hope?
Hope. 1.
Great. Okay, that ends in a what?
Silent E.
Okay.
And a vowel.
And we are trying to change hope to hoping. When you have one syllable that ends in a silent E, and you would like to add a suffix that starts in a vowel, you drop that silent E. Can you show us drop that you show us you dropping that silent E? Oh my goodness. And now we have to add
ing.
ah.
And it is a morpheme because it's a unit of meaning.
It is a unit of meaning that we are adding our suffix. Oh, but I don't see anything on that card, Nahiku.
So I must write
Oh my goodness. You must write it. And what are you writing?
ing.
Beautiful.
Is this gonna stay without marking?
Yeah.
She's using a purple.
Oh, she's
There's
using
a reason.
yes, mahalo, Miss Elizabeth. She's using a purple marker to write the ing. And what is the reason that you're using purple, Niku? Or a different color? Could be any color.
To differentiate from all the other ones.
Yes. Differentiate from all the
She
other ones.
differentiated. Now, ladies and gentlemen and kids out there, she's not making a letter, she's making a morpheme that has meaning. So she has decided to make it the color of Kauai, purple.
Okay, now what are you gonna do with that ing?
Add it to our hoping.
Beautiful. What's your word?
Hoping.
How many syllables do you have?
Hoping.
How
2.
many? Great. Very well done. Oh, and now let's write it on your paper. On your sloppy copy. Get that out of the way. Oh, here we go. Okay.
Hoping.
Mm-hmm.
Hoping. Hoping.
And what letter did we eliminate when we created hoping?
Our silent E.
Beautiful. All right, let's see if we can do some more. Miss Elizabeth, should we build each time?
At this time, because of Nahiku, we're not going to build it. Remember, if you need it, use it. If you don't need it, pass it.
Nahiku, what you did here is beautiful. Nahiku split up her word according to syllable, and she used a orange highlighter to show where the syllable break is. That's really, really well done. Okay, so Nahiku, let's continue practicing this rule. the rule of dropping the final silent E before adding a morpheme. In this case, a suffix. But before I go on, let's talk a little bit about the word suffix. How many syllables do you hear in the word suffix?
Suffix.
Yep. So we hear suff.
Suffix.
Tell me what the second syllable is. Suffix.
An I?
The whole syllable, not just the vowel
Oh.
sound. Great though. Great identifying the vowel sound. Suffix.
Suffix. Suffix.
Do you hear the word fix in the word suffix?
F-I-X.
Yeah, so fix, when we fix something, right? You're either fixing something that's broken, mending it, or another meaning of fixing is to, when you add something. I'm going to fix this here. I'm going to fix this painting on the wall. I'm going to attach it to the wall. So when you think of fix like that, it helps us to understand what the word suffix is. It's something that we stick on to the end of the word that comes with meaning and slightly changes the meaning of the word. So I know we say suffix, 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 and you're like, what's suffix? Just remember the word fix. Remember the second syllable in the word suffix. That means to attach something on. So we're going to fix some endings to our original word. Okay? Okay. So our original word now is going to be change. What's the word? What's the word? And look at yourself while you're saying it.
Change.
How many syllables did you hear in the word change?
Change.
Change. How many vowel sounds do you hear? You're good at identifying the vowel sounds. How many vowel sounds do you hear? Change.
Change. Two syllables.
Change. How many times do you do it? Put your hand. How many times does your jaw
Change.
drop? Change. How many?
Just one.
Just once. Great. So that means that change has how many syllables?
One.
Great. How would you write the word change?
Change. C-H-A.
Mm-hmm.
N.
Yes. What's going to make the j sound here?
A G.
Oh, nice.
An E.
Yes. Now, why does this make the j sound? Go. You know this rule very well. I've heard you say it a lot. And you got your references.
If G is before E or I or Y, it may say J.
That is beautifully done. Very, very good. And your word?
Change.
Okay, so try to remember what we did here. Remember that rule.
Suffix.
We're going to add a suffix
Suffix.
to make the word changed. What's the word we're going to make? One more time.
Changed.
Beautiful.
Changed.
Changed.
C-H-A-N-G-E-D.
You did that so confidently and so quickly and so correctly. Very, very well done, Nahiku. I'm going to give you another one. Are you ready? Now, good. Good. You got your highlighter. Even though we added 2 more letters, but did we add another syllable? Let's do it again. Changed.
Changed. No.
We did not add another syllable, right? if the word were changed, that would be 2 syllables, but it's not. It's changed. So that remains a 1-syllable word, even though it has, how many letters is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is a 1-syllable, 7-letter word. Changed. Very good. Okay? How about we do the word serve? Can you say the word serve?
Serve.
Beautiful. How many syllables?
2.
Serve.
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 How many
Just-
times?
Just one.
Great.
Serve. S E R V
Yes.
E E.
Yes. Now, why did you know that you had to put an E at the end of the word?
There's a certain rule with U and V not being able to end their words without adding some sort of
Absolutely. So in the English language, no words can end with.
V and U.
Great. Excellent. And what's your word?
Serve.
All right. So we're going to add a suffix, and we're going to slightly change that word. And the word is going to change to service.
Service.
Service. So let's grab our mirror and let's do our chin thingy.
Serve.
Is. How many syllables?
2.
Okay.
Service. S E R V E. Service. So, is it just an S? Service.
Is.
Is.
Oh, yeah. And we forgot. So, serve 1 syllable, right? And we're going to add a suffix. And the suffix is is.
Sounds like ES.
So it starts with a vowel, right? Eh. So we know that if we have a 1-syllable word that ends with an E, and we're going to add in a suffix that starts with a vowel, so in this case, is, we're going to drop that E. So we can't literally drop it this time, but what can you do?
Cross it out.
Cross that baby out. Okay? Is.
Is. IS.
Okay, now what do we know about,
Is.
yeah.
There's also IC.
What's another letter that can make the,
C?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
IC.
So what do you think it is?
IC. So,
So I
would you-
see, how do we make that, what's the rule that makes this say
the opposite. What? C. I.
C makes the S sound if it's followed by,
An E. I or Y.
yeah, so what do you think it is, a E, I, or a Y? S-E-R.
A Y. Or I just quite don't know.
How about a silent E? You think that would work?
Yes.
And then what's your word?
Service.
Right.
Well, yeah.
Because
it's
if
like
it-
ice. kind
It's
of.
like ice. It's like ice. Yeah. And I honestly don't know how to explain that.
When ice turns into a morpheme, it becomes is. That's simply it. You're right.
Yep. And if it was a Y, then it would be servicey, right? And if it was an I, then it would be servicing. But it's not. It's service. So we've got that E being its silent E at the end of the word, and also making that say the S sound. Not the S sound. Hello, the sound. And what's your word? One more
So would you use this like for the end of science?
time. That's ends.
Oh,
But
similar.
that's the same you're going to use. The C followed by the E. Okay? Which is usually what it's going to be at the end of the word. You ready for some more? I think you are. Here's a lovely word. Desire.
Desire.
Desire, yep. How many syllables?
Desire.
Desire. How many times? So we don't say desire. We just say
Desire.
And then how many times does your chin drop then? Twice. Okay? How do you think we're going to start off that word?
D-E.
Well, nice.
That's the nicest D I did so
It's
far.
really nice.
D-E. D.
Desire. We know that there are two letters that can make that Z sound.
Z.
One of them is more commonly used than the other one. So we use the bigger one more often than we use the smaller one. So chances are good that if it's chances are good that your Z sound is going to be this one. And in this case, that is true.
S.
Desire.
Ah. Oh.
Desire. Oh, use this mirror. Yep, use your mirror. Desire. Can you hear it? Desire.
No, I can't. I'm getting really mixed up
Okay.
with the
Okay.
eyes.
Thank you for your honesty.
I would like to insert
Please
here
do.
that Nahiku, your confusion is valid. It is correct. Because once, several pages ago in our reference book, we talked about the ers, the 5 ers. And when you say desire, you hear both I and and there is legally confusion. If you spell it I with a silent E after the R, you're spelling ire. If you use the IR as a and then put that E at the end, then it just doesn't have any job. You put it there. So this is again the confusion of the English language. Thank you, Nahiku, for showing it to our audience.
Let's go with so it's D's, right? So let's just go D,
D's.
Zi. Just go D, because we have,
D.
how many syllables do we have there? D, Zi,
See
Wait,
how- and
I
now-
just contradicted myself totally, and I'm confusing my students to the max.
Because it is a confusing,
Yeah.
it's a confusing piece. And so when you get to English like this, don't pull your hair out.
Yeah.
Just put your hands up and say, that's English? Just tell me how to spell it.
I will tell you how to spell it. It's an I.
I.
Desire.
D. I's.
What makes the sound?
E-R-U-I.
Just go with the R. Just go with the R. Just put an R.
Er.
Because I'm going to confuse you more. So, what letter? So, this is saying its name, yeah? Or,
E,
yeah. Because why?
silent.
The silent,
The silent
final
E, yeah.
Yeah, what? Makes,
The I say its name.
yes, yes. And I'm should have helped you out a little sooner there. Okay, so we have desire as our first word, and we're going to add on a suffix. And that suffix is going to make the word desirable. Desirable. So we're going to have this word, and we're going to add able to it. Don't worry. And we're going to make sure that we have, what do we do with that one? Yep. Okay, so go ahead and start writing desirable, and I will help you out when you get stuck.
D, E, S, I, R, E.
Okay, and the suffix is able.
Able, like I'm able.
Like you're able.
A,
Yep.
BLE.
Yes. Beautiful. Now you have to do one more thing. What is the rule? What did you do here?
Cross out the
Yeah,
E.
we
'cause
do
it doesn't
not need that
belong.
E. We drop the E when we're going to add a suffix that starts with a
Another vowel?
vowel. In fact, Nahiku, why don't you underline the vowel that begins each suffix? Okay. And what is your word?
Desirable.
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 Desirable, beautiful. Okay. All right. Yes. All right. We're good with that one.
Mahalo for tuning in. You've just experienced another piece of the English language fundamentals. It's as if we're braiding a strong rope. Join us again. Ahui ho.